I'm not here to name names, and I'm not here for drama. I was caught in a situation with a narcissist after I've done so much healing work on myself. I've grown so much. I've made so many videos talking about narcissistic abuse and just telling my story throughout the years and getting so many DMs from people saying how I've helped them, how they've related to me, how I've impacted people just by sharing my truth and my life stories. I never knew how much impact I actually had just by being a truth teller. I was in a situation where I was being scapegoated and triangulated, and I reacted to being mistreated. And I reacted because I'm human and I was hurt and I was confused. Because when somebody that you care about turns on you and brings others into it to make you feel crazy, it messes with you and bring out the old Amanda that was reactive and defensive. This isn't about any individual in particular. This is about how these dynamics play out, how easy it is to slip, to backtrack, to lose yourself in a narcissistic dynamic. Not perfect, but I'm not crazy either. I was in something unhealthy. I've learned and I've grown. I'm healing. I'm not trying to explain this to defend who I am. I'm just choosing to tell the truth. Because the version of who I am now, she's not here for scapegoating, chaos, or false narratives that don't belong to her. There were times where I was impulsive. There were times where I was triggered. There were times where I confronted an individual he was scapegoating me with who was never the real issue. I was caught in a narcissistic dynamic where he was manipulating me behind the scenes. I cared about somebody very deeply. I used triangulation and scapegoating to control the situation. I lost myself in it for a while. I'm not here to defend that version of me at all. I'm here to own it because she was in survival mode. She was hurting. She was trying to find the truth in a situation built on lies. So, yes, I did react. Now I'm responding differently with clarity, with boundaries, and with peace. I've been doing deep, soul level, cycle breaking for a long time because I choose my peace and I choose my growth, even when I have to make a decision that is so hard for me to walk away from my mother that was scapegoating me, walk away from a family that was cruel to me, refusing to stay in toxic patterns, choosing peace after being provoked and gaslit. That's my warrior energy. I got closer with God and started sharing about the Bible and helping people and wanting to see people find healing too. Scapegoated over and over in my life. Environments that were supposed to be safe, even in my bloodline. Chose to stop explaining myself to people that just wanted to misunderstand me. Chose to break the cycle, even if that meant standing alone. Breaking cycles isn't cute. It's not easy. It's okay if you slip. It's okay if you ended up in another toxic, narcissistic dynamic, even after all the growth you've done and all the work you've done on yourself and the promises you've kept to yourself that you've broken. It doesn't mean you failed yourself. It doesn't mean you failed. It shows where you're still learning. Boundaries need reinforcement. And that's powerful awareness. That's progress and that's healing. Sometimes we don't see the manipulation right away because we're heart led and we're leading with our hearts. It's about forgiving yourself, choosing yourself, better boundaries with who is in your space and in your life, having somebody toxic and just learning from it, coming back to yourself. That's growth, that's healing, and that's amazing. This video is not for anybody. This is a video where I get to share my story and where I'm at. I've been in narcissistic relationships before. I've been in abusive relationships before. I've confronted people. I've said things I'm not proud of. Not because I wanted drama, and it was just because of my own pain. And I was hurt. Not about him, about his supply, who he's involved with. I let myself get pulled out of character. I'm not here to fight. I'm not here to prove. I'm not here to explain. I'm just here to grow and continue growing and continue healing and continue to make videos about healing and helping people, posting it on TikTok, posting it on YouTube. I'm here to just express myself and make impact and be authentically myself. I've made mistakes. I reacted. I'm just here for healing. Doesn't mean you didn't heal. It doesn't mean you're weak. That your boundaries just need strengthening. And that's okay. Sometimes we fall back in very familiar patterns, and sometimes it happens subconsciously. Because our hearts, they just want to believe the best in people. The difference now is you can see it sooner. It's progress and it's growth, and you should still be proud of yourself.